Welcome. Explore the world's most unusual borders, where lines on maps become fascinating tales. From enclaves to disputed territories, these frontiers reveal unique intersections of geography, history, and culture. Let's embark on a journey of boundary quirks. 1. The Erratic Enclaves, India and Bangladesh. Imagine a patchwork quilt where tiny patches of one country are surrounded by another. Welcome to the India-Bangladesh border, where historical agreements led to a mind-boggling mess of enclaves within enclaves. These intricate land patches, known as the Cooch Behar enclaves, persisted until 2015, when a historic land swap finally resolved them. This complex border situation remains a fascinating example of geopolitical quirks, illustrating how historical treaties and geopolitical dynamics can create unique and puzzling territorial arrangements. The resolution of the enclaves marked a significant diplomatic achievement, ending decades of complexity and facilitating smoother governance and administration in the border region. 2. Siachen Glacier, India and Pakistan. The Siachen Glacier, nestled in the Karakoram Range, stands as the world's highest battlefield, not on land, but on ice. This frozen expanse serves as a contentious border between India and Pakistan, where troops endure some of the planet's most severe conditions. The terrain is unforgiving, marked by jagged peaks and treacherous crevasses, while the weather oscillates between biting cold and blinding blizzards. Amidst these challenges, soldiers from both nations maintain a constant vigil, their presence underscoring the strategic and symbolic significance of this icy frontier. The Siachen Glacier conflict symbolizes not only territorial disputes, but also the resilience and endurance of those who brave its harsh realities in the name of national defense and sovereignty. 3. Point Roberts, US and Canada. Point Roberts, Washington, is a small American area surrounded by Canada. It's only accessible by land through Canada. Because of this, residents depend a lot on Canada for things like groceries and healthcare. Even though it's part of Washington state, Point Roberts feels isolated because of its unique location. This shows how borders can create unusual situations where people need help from neighboring countries for everyday things. 4. The Baarle Enclaves, Belgium and Netherlands. In Europe's center lies a puzzling place like Tetris. Baarle-Hertog, Belgium, and Baarle-Nassau, Netherlands, create a unique puzzle of borders. Tiny Belgian spots are inside Dutch land, and vice versa. Crossing a street can mean entering another country. Homes, cafes, and rooms cross borders, showing nations living together. The complex map challenges usual borders and shows nations living together. It mixes cultures and histories, showing how places can thrive together. 5. The world's shortest border, Spain and Morocco. Head to the Moroccan enclave of Melilla in North Africa, and you'll encounter a unique geopolitical anomaly. A short fence delineates its border with Spain, claiming the title of the world's shortest internationally recognized border. This tiny stretch of land serves as a poignant symbol of the stark division between Europe and Africa, embodying profound implications for immigration and security. Melilla's strategic location not only underscores complex international relations, but also highlights the challenges and aspirations of migrants seeking access to European soil. The enclave stands as a microcosm of broader global issues, where a mere barrier encapsulates vast socio-political complexities. 6. The Library on the Border, US and Canada. The Haskell Free Library and Opera House, nestled in Derby Line, Vermont, uniquely straddles the border between the United States and Canada. Here, patrons can literally cross between countries as they peruse its shelves. Founded with the purpose of serving communities on both sides of the border, the library stands as a testament to cooperation and shared cultural heritage. Its dual-country architecture embodies the harmonious relationship between nations, offering a space where literature and the arts transcend geopolitical boundaries. As visitors navigate its corridors, they participate in a living metaphor of unity and collaboration, where knowledge flows freely across borders, enriching the lives of all who enter. 7. Stadium on the Border, Spain and Portugal. Football transcends borders. The Estadio Municipal de Olivença exemplifies this spirit by straddling the Spain-Portugal frontier, where fans passionately cheer for their teams from opposite sides of the international line. This unique stadium setup vividly illustrates how sports can bridge cultural and national divides, fostering unity and camaraderie among diverse communities. Beyond just a game, football here becomes a powerful symbol of shared passion and collective joy, reminding us that amidst differences, our love for the sport unites us in celebration and solidarity. 8. Divided by a river, numerous countries. Many borders follow rivers, But some, like the Amur River dividing Russia and China, become complicated. Islands along it argue about who owns them, making a border that changes. This border shows how nature mixes with borders made by countries, making it hard to decide who owns what. The Amur's winding path shows how landscapes change borders between countries, needing talks and clear rules. The river not only divides but also joins, affecting local life and showing how countries work together and argue. 9. Holy Land Hotspot, Israel and Palestine. The Israeli-Palestinian border is a complex and contested issue. Walls, checkpoints, and settlements create a highly unusual border situation. The region's historical and religious significance adds layers of complexity to this deeply disputed and often volatile border. 10. Neutrality's no man's land, North and South Korea. The demilitarized zone, DMZ, between North and South Korea is a 160-mile-long and 5-mile-wide heavily fortified border strip. It acts as a buffer zone, symbolizing the enduring tension and division on the Korean peninsula. The DMZ is one of the world's most heavily militarized borders, characterized by barbed wire fences, guard posts, and landmines. Despite its name, it remains a poignant reminder of the unresolved conflict between the two Koreas since the Korean War armistice in 1953. 11. A continent divided, North and South America. The border between Colombia and Panama transcends mere political division. It marks the geographical boundary between North and South America. This demarcation underscores significant cultural and ecological differences between the two continents, despite their physical connection as part of the larger landmass of the Americas. 12. Underwater territorial tussles, various countries. With increasing importance on maritime resources, underwater borders are becoming more crucial. Disputes arise over undersea territories and exclusive economic zones, EEZs. Countries like China, Japan, and the Philippines frequently clash over maritime claims in the South China Sea, illustrating the growing significance of oceanic borders. 13. A border on a moving mountain, Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. The border between Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan in the Pamir Mountains keeps changing because of shifting glaciers and landforms. This means the border isn't fixed and can move over time. This makes it hard for both countries. They have to keep talking and changing to deal with land arguments and stay friendly. 14. The shared island, Spain and France. The tiny Pheasant Island in the Pyrenees Mountains switches ownership between Spain and France every 6 months. This unique arrangement, dating back to the Treaty of the Pyrenees in 1659, exemplifies an extraordinary example of cooperative border management. 15. The Tripoint Tango, Argentina, Brazil, and Paraguay. Where three countries meet, things can get interesting. The Tripoint border of Argentina, Brazil, and Paraguay is a unique confluence marked by the oddly named Parque Triple Frontera, Triple Frontier Park. This junction, where the Iguazu and Paraná rivers meet, highlights the cultural and economic interactions between the three nations. 16. Walled wonders, various countries. Walls are a stark symbol of division. The US-Mexico border wall, the barrier separating Israel from the West Bank, and the dividing wall between Morocco and Western Sahara are all controversial examples. These physical barriers often ignite debates about security, immigration, and human rights. 17. The DMZ, duty-free, North and South Korea. The border between North and South Korea is very strong and hard to cross. But there is a small area called the Joint Security Area, JSA, controlled by the United Nations, UN. Here, people can cross the border in a limited way, and there's even a shop where you don't have to pay taxes. This unique spot in one of the world's most serious borders adds a strange feeling to the otherwise very serious place. 18. The Quirks of Queens, US and Canada. The border between the US and Canada cuts through Campobello Island, New Brunswick, dividing it into a Canadian mainland portion and a US-controlled island community. Residents often face the odd situation of navigating international borders for everyday activities, demonstrating how borders can influence daily life. 19. A border with bite, Botswana and South Africa. The straight-line border between Botswana and South Africa cuts right through the middle of the world's largest wildlife reserve, the Kalahari Transfrontier Park. This unusual border arrangement facilitates conservation efforts and showcases a remarkable example of cross-border environmental cooperation. 20. A border on the move, Bangladesh and India. The Ganges and Brahmaputra rivers constantly change course, making the India-Bangladesh border a shifting frontier. The dynamic nature of these rivers means the border can alter with changing water levels, creating a fluid and often contested boundary that impacts the lives of local communities. These borders, whether defined by natural features, historical treaties, or geopolitical strategies challenge our conventional understanding of national boundaries. They remind us that the lines on a map are not always as straightforward as they appear, and that borders can be as dynamic and complex as the people and histories they separate. If you enjoyed our video, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more content. Thank you!